She dropped 45 as a rookie from 30 feet, and that's not even the craziest part. While others hesitated, Caitlin Clark redefined what it means to be a rookie. Here's how.
But what exactly are these 62 records, and how did she manage to set them all? From Indiana Fever franchise records to league-wide history, Clark didn't just enter the WNBA, she turned it upside down.
What happens when a rookie doesn't just live up to the hype, but obliterates it? Today, we break down how Caitlin Clark is pulling off moves, stats, and leadership that no first-year pro has ever touched, and why it's already changing the game. The Indiana Fever selected Caitlin Clark with the #1 overall pick in the 2024 draft. What they got wasn't just a top prospect, they got a franchise changer. From day one, she set the court on fire.
They average 11 offensive rebounds a game, one of the best in the league.
Clark frees up Boston for 2 more.
Clark isn't just putting up points. She's setting a new gold standard for rookie production. Averaging 24.7 points per game, she ranks first among rookies and 7th across the league. Let that sink in. She doesn't just score, she breaks defenses with her range. Her shot selection stretches from the paint to 30 feet out.
Here out of the Olympic break. Austin had her 11th double-double of the season, and Clark hits a 3.
Her shooting numbers are absurd. 47.5% from the field, 39.8% from 3. That includes logo 3s, pull-ups, and step-backs over defenders. She's not just scoring, she's toying with the toughest defenses in the league.
Later on, she drove into the paint, embracing the contact and finishing strong at the rim.
Way through, finds an opening and banks it home.
But Clark isn't just a shooter, she's an elite playmaker. Averaging 7.2 assists per game, she reads defenses like a veteran. Whether it's no-look dishes on the break or threading the needle in traffic, she's orchestrating an offense like a floor general.
Around the rim, McCowan does, from 2-point range.
Mitchell sidesteps Agumbo, Wale and Barry.
And she rebounds like a forward. At 6.5 boards per game, Clark is doing work far beyond the perimeter. For a rookie guard, that's unheard of.
They're trying to beat all their opponents for the first time since 2010 here. Clark shot fakes the 3, feeds inside to Boston for 2.
Her all-around stats? Historic. Only the 4th rookie ever to average 20-plus points, 5-plus rebounds, and 5-plus assists. That's a club reserved for future Hall of Famers. Her dominance wasn't just noticed. She nearly swept the Rookie of the Year voting, snagging 66 out of 67 ballots. When 98.5% of voters agree on anything, you know you're witnessing greatness.
Guess what? That was just one of 62 records Clark shattered in her debut season. How is that even possible?
Caitlin Clark didn't just raise the bar, she flipped it into the stratosphere. No rookie has ever had a debut season this complete.
Then 2 go with her. Dantas is able to slip to the mid-range to knock down a nice bunny. So she's able to not only score herself, but she's distributing the ball.
Game 1, 28 points, 11 assists, 10 rebounds. Triple-double, first game. First rookie in league history to do that.
But perhaps the most jaw-dropping moment came when Clark set a new WNBA record for the most points scored or assisted in a single game.
That performance wasn't just a debut, it was a statement. The league and everyone watching realized a new era just began. So how is a rookie pulling this off? Let's slow it down. And she wasn't done. 5 triple-doubles. As a rookie, that's more than any player, rookie or vet, has ever put up in a debut season.
Indiana will reset. Clark fire away. You bet. Come on.
Then came the explosion. 45 points in overtime against Phoenix. She didn't just lead, she dominated.
As the season progressed, Clark's scoring consistency became almost superhuman. She racked up 30-point games like they were going out of style, setting a new franchise record for the Indiana Fever.
And it wasn't just the points, it was how she scored them. Deep threes, contact finishes, step backs. Her game is a highlight reel in motion.
Austin had her 11th double-double of the season, and Clark hits it.
By mid-season, Clark had 500 points and 150 assists faster than anyone ever. No rookie, no vet, nobody, not at that speed.
With defenders sticking to her like glue. But here's the thing. Even with all that attention, Clark kept finding ways to score.
Her deep shooting changed the geometry of the game. She forced entire defenses to guard 30 feet from the basket. That kind of gravity, rare. That kind of rookie, unheard of.
But it wasn't just about individual games. Clark's scoring prowess throughout the season was nothing short of historic. She blazed past milestones that had stood for years.
By season's end, Clark had smashed rookie records for points, assists, and three-pointers. She didn't just play the game. She redefined what rookies can be.
Clark's scoring ability stood out like a beacon. She reached her 100th point in just 8 games, faster than any freshman in WNBA history.
And her impact wasn't just individual. The Indiana Fever had missed the playoffs 5 straight seasons. That changed the moment she suited up. Attendance skyrocketed. Venues sold out, not just in Indiana, nationwide, and the results followed. The Fever went from 13 to 27 to 25 to 15, securing a playoff berth for the first time since 2019.
She put women's basketball on the international map. She shot jump shots from the logo. She went Steph Curry on women's college basketball.
Clark's playmaking lifted everyone. Defenders had to double her, opening clean looks for Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell. Every decision she made elevated the team. She brought belief back to Indiana. The Fever went from irrelevant to contenders. Clark's leadership and skill turned them into a must-watch team. She didn't just elevate the team, she lifted the entire sport. Broadcast value? Her games made up nearly half the league's total value. Her presence alone brought in $36 million to the Indianapolis economy. One rookie, one season. Record viewership, national headlines, sold-out arenas. And this is just her first season. If she's doing this already, imagine what's next. We'll break that down next. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it.